NASA's Artemis 1 moon launch has been postponed due to technical issues. What went wrong and when the next launch is scheduled. Plus, U.S. intelligence officials are trying to determine whether confidential documents found in former President Trump's Florida home put national security at risk. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Hay. Madison police say they've arrested a man Saturday night for driving under the influence and then running from officers. Police say the 59-year-old man was driving 19 miles per hour over the speed limit on East Washington Avenue just before 10 p.m. When officers tried to stop him, he turned the vehicle off the road onto South Livingston Street and got out and ran. Officers were able to apprehend the man, who now faces charges of resisting arrest and operating a vehicle while intoxicated. A skydiver is dead after crashing into a pond in Racine County. The sheriff's office says the 36-year-old Tennessee man was a professional skydiver practicing for a national competition near the Midwest Skydiving Center in Sturtevant yesterday. First responders tried to perform life-saving measures, but the man never regained consciousness. The incident remains under investigation. Madison police investigating after they say a glass door of an apartment was shattered, likely by gunfire. Officers were sent to a building in the 1900 block of Brittany Place, that's near Elver Park, just after midnight on Thursday. Multiple people reported hearing shots fired. No property damage or shell casings were found. Anyone with information asked to call Crime Stoppers, the number there on your screen. Let's hit the Weather Center now. Julian Seawright has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. A little muggy out there today.
Yes, it's a little muggy on top of it. Quite a gloomy start to our Monday afternoon. But as we get things rolling for us, the good news is at least we're not seeing widespread showers or storms just as of yet here in Madison. But as we go in throughout the rest of this afternoon, we do have a very small window for us to see some showers or thunderstorms, but it's mainly going to be into the southern side. However, from 2 to 4 o'clock, we could see a couple of spurts, but overall they will be isolated if they even do fire up for us. But with the cloud cover that we're seeing, we are limiting the amount of chances of us seeing thunderstorms here in southern Wisconsin. Temperatures around southern Wisconsin as of right now. The cold front's starting to move its way through, which has dropped our temperatures into the upper 70s, so we could be seeing a bit more cooler conditions heading into the afternoon than once anticipated. 75 degrees right now in Janesville with 77 in Platteville. And as we take a look at dew points, even still from the north, not too muggy from Camp Douglas and Black River Falls, but as that continued cold front rolls through, could start to see dew points fall by the time we get into the later part of this afternoon. Now, the marginal risk is mainly for the southeastern corridor. This is just outside of Rock County on I-39 going south towards Chicago. That's where we're really going to be looking at any kind of threat for storms for this afternoon. But for us, well, things are pretty much missing Dane County and areas around the viewing area. But we're going to be monitoring the rest of the afternoon in just a few moments. Until then, back to you, Mark.
All right, Julian, thank you. Keep an eye on things for us. President Joe Biden is heading to Wisconsin. Today, the White House announced he'll visit Milwaukee next Monday to celebrate Labor Day and the dignity of American workers. President Biden also planning to visit Pennsylvania on that day. NASA has postponed the Artemis 1 moon launch that was scheduled for this morning because of fuel leaks and engine issues. Crews were able to mostly fill the tanks when they discovered an engine bleed. Fuel leaks were also a problem during a practice run back in the spring. The earliest opportunity to try again will be Friday afternoon. Crews say there's a lot riding on this launch. NASA hopes to land people on the moon South Pole as early as 2025.
We're going back to stay this time for innovation, for inspiration, and of course, for that interplanetary aspect of our next step onto Mars.
CBS will carry a special report whenever the Artemis 1 mission launches into space, and you can watch it right here on Channel 3. More classified materials have turned up after the FBI's execution of a search warrant at former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home earlier this month. Director of National Intelligence Avril Haines told Congress that she plans to review the documents to determine whether the president put national security at risk. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are supportive of the endeavor, and after Friday's release of the heavily redacted affidavit submitted by the FBI in order to obtain a warrant, revealed 184 documents recovered by the National Archives back in January were marked classified.
This is the most sensitive material of the United States intelligence community.
It'll be up to DOJ whether or not that reaches the level of indictment. But this is disgusting in my mind, and like this, no president should act this way, obviously.
Meanwhile, the former president is requesting an independent party review of the documents the FBI retrieved. A hearing is scheduled for Thursday in Florida regarding the request for an appointment of a special master. The federal government is ending its offer to ship free at-home COVID tests this coming Friday. The program launched through the covid.gov website in January. Now the website shows a measure that says ordering tests will be suspended September 2nd. The reason? Congress hasn't provided the additional funding necessary for the program to continue. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, including why the Department of Energy says it's causing fuel supplies to be lower than normal and a record-setting baseball card. The Money Watch report is next.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon.
You're in pain. You're injured. And now the insurance company is up to their usual tricks. Don't accept less, and it can be a lot less. Put a fighter, a winner, on your side. Tell them you mean business.
Attention homeowners, we started with 50, then 30. Now we've reached the final days, looking for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower. We want to evaluate our custom bathing solutions in real homes for safety and convenience. Call Wisconsin's #1 remodeler, Mad City Baths, your trusted local source for baths, showers, and walk-in tubs, installed in as little as 1 day. 20 homeowners who call now will receive special savings with free installation on a new bath or shower. But these are the final days. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
What's so great about being a Pick and Save Boost member? Free delivery on the Pick and Save products you love, and more rewards like double fuel points. Boost by Pick and Save Fresh Perks, a new level of membership starting as low as $59 a year. Learn more at pickandsave.com.
I'm Tim Michaels, and I know a thing or two about construction. But sometimes, before you start building, you have to tear things down. That's why I'll dump Beaver's job-killing agenda. Totally demolish the woke liberals' anti-police agenda. And hammer Madison's special interest. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm a businessman, not a politician. Tony Evers and his liberal friends have made an absolute mess of Wisconsin. We've got a blueprint to rebuild. But first, we need to do a little demolition.
It's Steinhoffel's Labor Day sale. Save 35 to 65% store-wide and take advantage of amazing bonus buys, mattresses, sofas, dining, bedroom, and more. Plus, Steinhoffel's has the largest selection of all the best mattress brands at the best prices. With Steinhoffel's special financing, your furniture and mattresses just got more affordable. It's Steinhoffel's Labor Day sale. Shop now in-store and online at steinhoffels.com. Relax, it's Steinhoffel's.
If you or a loved one lived or worked at Camp Lejeune between 1953 and 1987, you or they may have been exposed to toxic water and may be entitled to financial compensation.
Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham, right now.
A new survey from the Department of Energy says a number of factors, including the war in Ukraine, are causing fuel supplies to be lower than normal across the U.S. The agency says the situation is most noticeable in the Northeast, where diesel and heating oil inventories are more than 50% below the recent average. That's raising concerns a severe weather event could cause supply disruptions. A 1952 Mickey Mantle baseball card in nearly perfect condition sold for $12.6 million over the weekend. The Yankees Hall of Famer's card set a new record in a sports memorabilia market that's been growing rapidly in recent years, especially during the pandemic. The sale brought in a hefty profit for the seller, who bought the card in 1991 for $50,000. And talk about going back in time. $3 movie tickets will become a reality again, but just for 1 day. A group representing more than 3,000 U.S. movie theaters announced that this Saturday only, ticket prices will be discounted on more than 30,000 screens to no more than $3 a pop. Major chains including AMC, Regal Cinemas, and all major studios are taking part. Labor Day weekend is traditionally one of the slowest weekends for the silver screen. That is your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the New York Broadcast Center, I'm Elise Preston.
At the noon hour, the Dow is down 99 points, the NASDAQ off 89, the S&P 500 down 13. Our call for action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You're taking a live look at the Call for Action studio. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action right now, 608-270-2833, or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Well, still ahead, Pam has today's egg prices, and Julian has your complete forecast. And today on Live at 4, we'll go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs and find out what makes the Hyundai Ioniq 5 the electric vehicle of the year. Stay with us.
Are you tired of your old bath or shower and ready for a change? Mad City Baths makes bathroom upgrades affordable. We install in as little as 1 day. And surfaces are infused with Microban for 24/7 protection against germs and bacteria. Our customers appreciate the easy cleaning.
When you do cleaning and you go to the bathroom and you have to spend 45 minutes in there, now you can go in and spray in 5 minutes, you're done.
Don't put off upgrading your bathroom. Final days for 20 homeowners who need a new bath or shower to receive free installation. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. And we'll compensate you for your time. Call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
I worked really hard to save for retirement, worked all the hours I could, whatever it took. But Ron Johnson thinks we should consider raising the retirement age for Social Security and Medicare. That's a terrible idea. And he voted over and over again to weaken and cut Medicare, driving up our costs. Ron Johnson even wanted to privatize Social Security, calling it a legal Ponzi scheme. Tell Ron Johnson to strengthen Medicare.
My husband said to give our house more curb appeal, so I started painting. Then I went on Google and looked up the meaning of curb appeal. It said to make it more nicer. So I called Replacement Window Center, and they put in new replacement windows.
Get free installation and 0% financing for 18 months. Free installation and 0% financing. Hurry, call now.
Replacement Window Center. Our name says it all.
A Rock County business is on a mission to help its employees achieve life-changing goals.
Tomorrow, I get an inside look at the Dream Generators program.
And above normal temperatures into the month of September, but just how warm? That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
Do you remember me? This is the first day of my show. I hope my fans feel on top of the world by the time they leave the Jennifer Hudson show.
Jennifer Hudson, weekdays at 3, starting September 12th.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report after a very wet weekend.
You know, we needed it, though. It all sunk in the ground. You don't see a lot of puddles standing around. And we weren't the only ones, Mark. People that were farther west, Minnesota, western Iowa, they picked up some of those showers as well, which was exactly what the doctor ordered for them. Now, we kind of pay attention to that weather development. On Friday, the Pro Farmer Crop Tour wrapped up their results as far as national yields were concerned. And they are projecting that we are going to see a corn crop of about 168.1 bushel to the acre on average. Soybeans about 51.7 bushel to the acre on average. Both those numbers are lower than USDA's projections for August. So that's kind of played through the market so far today. We're a little mixed on the midday again, like I said, after that rain came through. Now it's going to be all about the finish on the crop. A lot of the consultants that went out scouting those fields said we're starting to see disease develop in some of the fields. That's not something new. We see things, leaf diseases and stem situations develop. It's a matter of how much weather is going to contribute to those diseases and what it may cost us ultimately in the yield. So a story's still going on. Tell you what, our Wisconsin potato growers have been busy, maybe a little earlier than usual. Tamas Houlihan, executive director of the Wisconsin Potato and Vegetable Growers, says we were right on the verge of a shortage of potatoes in the United States. Why? Because western states like Idaho were coming up short. And they started digging potatoes earlier to make sure that consumers had supplies available immediately. Well, guess what? Wisconsin farmers stepped up to also make sure the supply chain was fed. And they did it with some financial reward. Thomas Houlihan said normally potato prices would be $12 to $20 a hundredweight. In July, because of demand and lack of supply, prices surged to $40 a ton. August, that jumped up to $70 a ton for Wisconsin potatoes. So they have been doing what they can to not only capitalize on that price, for sure, but make sure that supplies are available. Are those prices going to turn around after we get a little past harvest? Chances are probably not. That's according to Thomas Houlihan from the Potato and Vegetable Growers. Barrel cheese today down 2 1/4 at 186. 40-pound block cheese down 2 1/2 at 171 1/2. Double A butter today unchanged, still holding 308 1/4 to get us started this week. So yeah, I had no idea that the price on spuds had changed so dramatically. But if you've noticed it at the grocery store, there's the reason why. And like I said, they don't expect that that's going to back off anytime soon.
All right, more good news, I guess.
For potato growers, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Pam, thank you. Here's Julian now. Some rough weather to the south of us, but nothing here right now.
That's right, Tim. We're looking for the rest of the afternoon to kind of be like that, but there are some areas that could see a couple of showers or potentially a thunderstorm as we get into the rest of the afternoon. But right now, we're going to be holding on to this overcast here in Madison throughout the next couple of hours or so, but later into the afternoon is what we're going to be watching for, just for a stray isolated thunderstorm or two. As we take a look outside, 78 degrees right now, rather humid with dew points at 67 degrees. And we can see the humidity is really into the southeastern corridor, especially near Janesville, where it's feeling like Florida, into the mid-70s in terms of dew points. But also take notes, where we're seeing the 70 dew points is also where we're looking at activity of some storms just raging on throughout the southern parts of southern Wisconsin and just into northern Illinois. Temperatures around southern Wisconsin aren't too bad, but still rather mild as we're into the upper 70s here in Madison and for Janesville and towards Platteville as well, with a couple of 80s for Boscobel and for Lone Rock. Now taking a look at our radar, starting first with our severe weather outlook. Marginal risk just outside of the southeastern corridor of Rock County, but outside of it, we can see just a couple of areas to the southeastern corridor and within the marginal slight risk, but the enhanced risk is mainly for Illinois near the Chicago area. And that's where we're looking at a line of storms, which has been raging on throughout much of the last couple of hours throughout much of northern Illinois. However, it's starting to leak into some areas into that southeastern corridor of southern Wisconsin. Again, we're not looking for much of that to reach much further north of I-39. So Dane County could be spared entirely, but we could still see a stray of a shower or even a thunderstorm later into the afternoon. But here's a look at our next 3 hours. Still not looking at too much in terms of storm activity, but the storm activity is again south of I-39 near the northern Illinois area. So we can see a lot of these storms are really bringing in some heavy winds and damaging winds once again, and even some rotation is showing up just outside of Walnut, where we can see a bit of that storm shear, which is even trying to make its way towards Chicago area. But some of these storms are trying to bring in a bit of rotation, so that's where the concern once again is going to be. But outside of that cold front, we're not looking at too much in terms of us seeing real severe weather here in southern Wisconsin. Our window is very small and marginal, and right now with the storms that we're seeing in northern Illinois, it's really going to be the biggest activity for the afternoon. So planning out the rest of our evening, folks, it's going to be rather quiet. And the good news is, by the time we get into tonight, it's going to be cool. We're going to see temperatures back into the upper 60s, clearing of our skies, and then going into our Tuesday, things are going to pan out even better. Again, planning out the rest of our afternoon for us. We may have a couple of shots, but mainly of showers, but the storms themselves will stay into northern Illinois and just near Chicago. A couple of areas may see some showers on and off, but overall, it's going to stay rather dry for about 95% of us, but the cloud cover will stick around throughout the course of the day. Transitioning into Tuesday, we'll see some cooler temperatures on the way, and then smooth sailing throughout the rest of the week, and that's going to be the best part about it. Well, outside of that, though, we're not looking at much in terms of rainfall totals for us here in southern Wisconsin, since we're looking to be missed from any kind of storm coverage. Again, as we take a look at our 10-day forecast, it's going to be smooth sailing once we're out of today. Our chance of storms is really going to be that small window in the early afternoon, and then for the rest of tonight, things are going to be really, really calm, and on top of it, we're going to be cooling down. Going to be around the 80s, so just a tad a bit above seasonable around this time of year. But other than that, Mark, that's a lot of sunshine in our forecast, and that's really what's going to be sticking like for the near future.
Yeah, the holiday weekend looks good.
It looks like a perfect way to close out summer, honestly.
Let's hope it holds up.
Yeah.
All right, Julian, thank you. Howard's in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen now, and he's showing us how to make homemade pickles in just minutes.
If you've been to a farmer's market or the grocery store recently, You've probably noticed how reasonable cukes are right now. And for those of you who are growing them in your garden, you know how abundant they can be. So to take advantage of this bounty, let me show you how to turn them into pickles. As easy as 1, 2, 3. We start by slicing our cukes and onions. If you have a food processor with a slicing blade, this is the easiest way to go. I usually double or triple the recipe since these stay fresh in the fridge for about a week. So if you're making them, you might as well go ahead and make a bunch. Now, we'll put these in a microwave-safe bowl along with some sugar, white vinegar, and a bunch of spices, which includes mustard seed, salt, celery seed, and a bit of turmeric for color. We'll give these a good mix and microwave them for a few minutes. Just remember to give them a stir halfway through. Once they're done, cover them and pop them in the fridge for a couple of hours to chill up. The hard part will be deciding what to serve these with, since they go with just about everything. So whether you plan on serving them at your next family barbecue or pairing them up with tonight's dinner, you can't go wrong. To get the recipe for our homemade microwave pickles, simply visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a picklicious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Just ahead of noon, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your plant and garden questions. The number to call is 608-270-9933. Okay, Mark, we'll be right back. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Attention homeowners, final days for 20 homeowners to take advantage of special savings on a new bath or shower from Mad City Baths. Our in-home design consultants make it fun and easy to create your dream bath or shower, customized to fit your needs, with a great selection of styles from custom tub to shower conversions to easy access walk-in tubs. Choose from premium wall colors like Santa Cruz, Othello, and Quartz. Time's running out. Final days to be one of 20 homeowners who receive free installation on a new bath or shower. 18 months, no interest, no payments. Senior and military discounts. We'll take before and after pictures and compensate you for your time. Last chance to call during this program and receive a free $50 Amazon gift card with your free in-home estimate. From Madison throughout South Central Wisconsin, call now with zip code and location to qualify. 608-729-4466. That's 608-729-4466.
Made in America is more than just a slogan. It's smart policy. When we manufacture things here, our shelves are stocked, and it creates jobs you can raise a family on. Like my parents had. My mom was a teacher, and my dad worked third shift. I'm tired of the excuses from millionaires running the Senate. I'll bring manufacturing back here, so folks like you who actually earn your paychecks finally get a fair shot. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
Have you ever experienced this view? Hi, Andrew Larson here. With Gutter Shutter, you'll never have to experience it again. Please give up this dangerous chore and protect your home's foundation with Gutter Shutter, the strongest, most durable, maintenance-free gutter on the market. Over the past 15 years, my team has installed thousands of maintenance-free gutter systems across South Central Wisconsin. We'd love to come out and show you what Gutter Shutter can do for you and your home, but most importantly, keep you safe and off that ladder. So call today for a free estimate.
They're here. Okay. There's no way we're paying for all those medical bills.
Should we talk about a settlement?
How about we cut the car payments down?
We might want to think about this.
Look, just get them to sign. This offer's more than fair.
Sir, it's the law offices of Hupy and Abraham.
Tell them you mean business. Call 800-800-5678. Hupy and Abraham.
You can handle this one.
Welcome back. Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is here answering your calls at 608-270-9933. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Lots of calls, so we'll get right to them.
Let's get to them.
Sharon from Madison. Hi, Sharon. What's your question?
Hello. Thank you for taking my call. I have these itty-bitty white flies on my hibiscus plants, and I've tried 2 different products. spray on things, and I can't get rid of them. I'm wondering if Lisa has anything that will help, or if there's some sort of systemic thing I can use.
Yeah, you're going to want to use the systemic. The sprays are killing the adults, but whiteflies lay eggs in the soil of your in the potting soil. So you're going to want to use the systemic. Bio Advance, which is a Bayer company, makes a little capsule. We sell at the garden center, and based on the size of your pot, you put those in the soil. As you water them in, it will kill the larvae and the eggs, and then that will help with the adult population, because once they're not breeding in there anymore, you'd be able to get a handle on them.
Okay.
Oh, super. They're so nasty and hard to get rid of.
They are annoying. You're very welcome.
This should work. Thank you. All right, let's go to Lori in Cambridge. Hi, Lori.
Hi. I have a question about a burning bush. I have a burning bush, and the sparrows pick off the leaves and just drop them on the ground, and I'm just wondering what might be causing that.
Just jerks.
Like, they're just jerks. There you go. They're probably after something. It won't hurt your burning bush in the long run. I'll start off with saying that. And since sparrows aren't really, birds don't have taste, then it's sort of hard to use a repellent that is scent-based or taste-based. It really won't do anything. You might want to put, like, if you have some old CDs or some scare tape, it's like a Mylar tape, you can tie that in there, and maybe that will keep them away if they see that light flashing.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right,
You're welcome.
Good luck. All right, Bonnie in Sun Prairie. Hi, Bonnie. What's your question?
Hi, I was wondering when's a good time to trim a lilac tree?
Best time to prune a lilac tree is right after it has flowered. So if you do any pruning now, and if you do, it won't hurt it, but it will take off the flower buds for next year. So if you can wait until after flower time and do it next year, that would be great.
Okay. All right, let's go to Lenore from Dodgeville. Hi, what's your question?
Yes, I have 2 begonia plants. Can you transplant them and make them survive through the winter inside also, or not?
Sure you can. You want to remember that begonias generally like a diffused light situation, so direct, bright, indirect, maybe an east window, and don't water them too heavily because sometimes the bulbs will rot.
Okay. I think we have time for Ed out in Beaver Dam. Hi, Ed. What's your question?
We have some rhubarb plants we want to move and replant to a different location. Is it better to do it in the fall or the spring?
I would wait until the spring. That's the best time to do it. Just when you start to see it perking up and you can get your shovel in the ground, you'll dig it out. You might want to take your shovel to the hardware store and get it really sharpened before you divide it, because the roots can be really tough. And then just replant it in a sunny spot.
Make sure it's in the sun.
Yeah, it does. It's a plant that likes sun, for sure.
Okay. And we can talk about what you brought here.
Oh, yeah, I just brought an ornamental pepper. So it's just, things are starting to come in the fall to sort of brighten up your containers. And the ornamental peppers are super cute. They start off yellow and then they'll get red. And I'm pretty sure they're edible, but probably not delicious.
So maybe fry them up or something.
I hear that the ornamental ones tend to be really just hot with no flavor.
Oh, that's great. All right, if you're on the line, stay there. Lisa will talk to you off the air. We matched today.
Look at that. Like we called each other this morning.
We'll see you on Wednesday on the 4, right?
Yes.
All right, here's one final check of your forecast.
Well, the good news is that we're not expecting too much in terms of stormy conditions throughout the rest of our afternoon, but the cloud cover will stick around throughout the next few hours. And then after today, folks, we're going to be looking at smooth sailing, warm summer-like feels heading into the holiday weekend, Mark.
Looking good. All right, Julian, thank you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here at 4. Have a great afternoon.